Okay, so this one, I've turned it on, controls this one. And as you can see right now, the on-off valve is open for hand watering device. But if I turn this off, I turn this on, it's gonna feed down here all the way into the backyard and water these beds. So that's one thing that's gonna need water probably. The other zone it's gonna need water is the tomato zone and then the pepper zone. Two separate zones controlled by one faucet. So you can see right here, I turn this one on. As I've got it set up, it's gonna use the faucet, which is this on-off valve. If I turn that off and I turn this one on, it's gonna flow down through here, and I've got several separate zones. When this one's at 90 degrees, it's off. When this one is straight, it's open. When this one is at 90 degrees, it's off. And don't worry about these two. These feed into the buckets for irrigation with nutrients. So essentially I have three separate zones. This one that's turned on right now, you can see feeds down, goes all the way around the backyard, into the tomatoes, all the way into that far corner there, behind that Japanese maple. Okay. Oh, son of a bitch. I'm gonna fix that. Then I have a zone over here. So what I would typically do is run just the tomatoes for about 30 to 45 minutes. 30 would probably be fine. 30 minutes, just the tomatoes. That's this center zone. Then what I would do is turn this off, turn this one on, see, vertical, and then this one on, vertical. And so this one feeds the peppers over here, which are just freshly transplanted. And I'm not getting water for some reason to this specific dripper. Interesting. Okay, it's just pressurizing. So, blue zone feeds all the plants over here, including these. And then as well, I turn on this zone, which is the other section of peppers, which goes here behind the nutrient reservoirs and feeds all of these peppers. Goes here, goes along the patio, and then it feeds all the way to back here. So this area would need probably another 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And you could use both at the same time. That one on over here, and that one on over here. That's gonna reduce the pressure, the overall pressure. So I typically like to run them separately, but I don't know. If you come over once, maybe on, I don't know when I'm gonna be back, but maybe halfway through my trip, it's gonna be in the 90s. So it's gonna be hot. And run the pepper zone, which covers all these peppers, all of those peppers here, for 30 to 45 minutes. And then run the tomato zone for 30 to 45 minutes. And then run this one over here, which covers these 2 beds for 45 minutes. That should be sufficient. The only areas that are gonna need like individual attention are this bed right here does not have any irrigation. So, you know, hand watering from this jug would work. Just grab this, fill up here. Or you could switch these zones, turn off these 2 beds, and turn on this faucet, whatever, sprinkler, whatever, sprayer head, and water that individually. The other area that's going to be kind of weak in terms of irrigation is this flower bed. I do have some drippers on it, but not really enough to sustain it. So that might want some hand watering. Yeah, and that's about it. I mean, other problem areas in terms of irrigation, you know, use your eye. You've been doing this longer than I have. But sometimes I'll have to hand water these. Like I'll use one of those watering jugs, maybe 2 of them, to water these plants, like these dark green ones and these blue ones. The bushes don't matter, they'll be fine. And then another problem area is this one right here. And there's 2 orchids that are down here hidden. They could probably use a little bit of water. So 7 minutes of me rambling, but I think I got the point across. I appreciate any help I could get. I'll let you know and stay in contact. Thank you.